Welcome back to Showtime on Trust TV. My name is still Chimmeli, and this is our sit-down interview segment. Today, we have a special guest in the studio who is a poet, a writer, and a spoken word artist. His work explores love, identity, nationhood, and the complexities of human emotion. I saw him at a show and I said, you guys have to meet him too. He's the winner of the 2025 Benue Book and Arts Festival Poetry Slam, the Abuja Literary Society Slam, and Nigeria's first national poetry slam champion, set to represent Nigeria at the World Poetry Slam in Durban. Please welcome the champion. Welcome the champion, Baaji Akura. Oh, I need to keep my tab and clap. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Chi. Hello, everyone. What can I say? I'm glad to be on Showtime.
We're glad to have you. You should have brought your trophies. Would have just set them around somewhere, just for people to see that. Okay, we've got a champion in the studio.
There's this quote from in the Lannister family. I think Game of Thrones is that it was like a man who has to call himself king is no king at all. So
leave that one. They've crowned you already. Bring your crown. Let's see. That's all we need to see. But welcome. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Chi.
All right. So I am interested, I think every other person is as well, to know where this all started. You know, your background in poetry, you've gone ahead to win this much awards, and I'm sure you've been in even a lot more competitions. So I'm curious to know when it all started, when you knew that this was what you wanted to do, how you got into it. You asked me a question earlier, so I'm returning the favor. Yes, exactly. How you got into it, just let us know.
So we'd have to go back 10 years.
Okay,
yeah, so it was for me a full circle moment.
Okay.
In 2016, I flunked my jam. So I had to go for remedials at Makurdi. While in Makurdi, then, because I went to an all-boys school, which is no diss to all-boys schools, I didn't have interaction much with girls. Because you'd go for holidays, come back, and then you were home, back to school. And then most of my formative years, teenage years, were just school, homeschool, and boarding school. So when I went to the IJMB, I think at 80 Caps, Makurdi, I had female classmates now, and then it was weird for me. I didn't have more like confidence to talk to them.
Okay.
And then I just started writing mostly love poems at the back of my notebook. So I'd go to class.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cliche. There's this quote by Plato where he says, at the touch of love, everybody becomes a poet. So I think I am I'm proof of the truism behind the statement. So I kept on writing, and then I had a collection.
Yeah. Petals
of a Withered Flower. As of the time I was writing, it was never I want to do poetry thing. I have something to say and I can't say it, so let me write it down. Then I love literature. Reading has been something that was virtually part of me. I think I remember being in school and I'd be working with a group of friends. I would say newspaper that was discarded on the road, and then voila.
I mean, you just did it here today.
Yeah,
I noticed.
Yeah, I'd stop and look at it. I read everything.
Yeah. Newspapers,
books. I used to consume my dad's medical books, biographies, anything I loved reading. And I think one of the first things I used to steal was books. So the love was
confession.
Something like that. Did I answer that question?
No, not yet.
Okay.
You're still getting there.
So 2016, I was writing poems. Then when I went to the university, I wanted to study law.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I didn't get admission. Despite this time I passed my jam.
Congratulations.
Yes. In areas, I didn't get the law, and then I decided to. I was left with two options. The department then had seen my result and were like, we will give you. I read at the school then because I had someone who linked me up with the VC, and then we had a conversation. And he was like, we can't give you law, but what else would you want to take? And then because I had already loved
English,
reading, and I wanted to do something related to the arts, so I told my dad, I'd love to do theater art, and he goes, what would you do with a theater art degree? And then I was like, okay, I have to do something literary oriented. Like, if it's not about literature, then please, by all means, let me go back and finish my HMB. And I got into the English department. Then I had already started writing before coming into the department. But what it did for me was it gave me formal structures. Because in the school then at National State University, we had a Creative Writers Association. So being among like-minded people, I met dope friends, people, writers, poets, dramatists, rappers. Everybody had a bit of something to give. But when I was in school, I was more academically inclined. I never did write at a professional level. I was never a performance person. Usually, we started from writing. I think 2019, I published my anthology with the help of a friend, Odo D. So he was more of a person in the not performance, but the more literary oriented. I think he's a publisher now with Cats Cordial Press. So when he gave me the formal this, I didn't like the work because it's one of those things where you look back at what you did before and like, I like pop cultural references. There's this scene from The Hulk, I think one of the Avengers movies, where they go back to the past. And then he sees the Hulk going apeshit, and then he's like, so that's how I view that work. But it wasn't until I left school. I left the university we should have left in 2021, but
we know the story, don't worry.
So when we left 2023, I joined the Abuja Literary Society, and then I was like, I love this. I love the Friday to Friday experience at Transcorp Hilton. I love going there, performing, and then from stuttering on stage to not for knowing your lines to feeling that trepidation to get on stage to finally just, I think it was more like a domino effect. So like I said, it's quite poetic that the journey began in 2016, Makurdi, and then by 2025, the Benue Books and Arts Festival was holding, and then something pushed me, because then I wasn't quite engaged with living and surviving. I went back to Makurdi for the Benue Book and Arts Festival, and then it was a gamble because I don't have ties in Makurdi. My family stays in Abuja. I had to go to Makurdi back for the slam. I didn't have where to stay. I didn't have the transport to go. So there was a lot of, is this really a wise decision? And then I spoke to my friends, Boris, he's in Cameroon now. Boris was like, no, don't worry, we're going. We have to. And then he funded the trip, I went, and then there was a slam. Before that slam, I had lost the Abuja Pre-Festival slam for the Elite Fest of the year before. So there was no guarantee that you're going to win. So I went to Benue and I told myself, you know what? Just podium. Find yourself at the podium. You don't have any reason to be afraid of anything. All you need is the money to come back now. So I was performing without pressure, and then voila. I won the 2025 Benue Book and Arts Festival Slam. And then it was like a domino effect from that to the Abuja Alice First Slam, ALS Slam, Abuja Literary Society Slam at December 2025. That gave me a ticket to represent Abuja at the National Slam Championship. To be at the National Slam Championship, you have to be, it's a Grand Slam, so you have to be a Slam champion. I was virtually representing two states, because Benue and Abuja, within the calendar year. Then, long story short, I also won that, and then it's more like I said, the domino effect. You go from 1, 2, 3, and hopefully the World Slam.
Definitely. I can't wait for you to come back to the studio this time around. With the award. Bring it, the trophy, the award, anything they give you, just bring it and we'll set it up and we'll discuss that. I can't wait for that to happen, and I'm serious. I'm booked a slot.
Fingers crossed.
Definitely, you're gonna get it. So that makes it 3 titles. So far, or you have another one? 3 titles, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 titles in. Has it been up to a year from 2025 till now? Is it a year already, or?
I think it has been.
Okay, so a year. Okay, so I know that competitions come in certain ways. What you do personally might not be what you need to do to win a competition. So, have you ever had to perform something that you didn't like so that the judges will favor you, or so that, you know, it would fit the theme of the competition or the theme of the slam?
Tricky question. I pride myself with having a lot of wit.
Okay.
So, like, I think at the go, I could be having conversations with my friends, and then somebody says something, gives me a loophole. It may be sarcasm, a pun. I like playing with words.
Yeah.
So I like this. Sometimes it may come off cheesy. I think they are called dad jokes.
Yeah.
But I do them regularly. And for subject matter, I have never changed the subject matter.
Okay.
Because slams are quite tight. You have 3 rounds. First round is 1 minute poem. Second round is 2 minutes poem. The third round is 3 minutes poem.
Okay.
Yeah, usually, but the rules vary for different slams.
Yeah.
Some slams go, okay, you have 3 minutes per round.
Okay.
Just hours.
Okay.
So most of the slams within the country that have performed that or contested in are those ones that usually have the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute rule. So you must be prepared before. Now, one thing I noticed, especially at the Grand Slam Championship, was we had a very long first round because we had a lot of champions, very, very dope poets rather from various parts of the country. So after the first round, when I was setting, I qualified. I just went to the toilet and then virtually started rewriting some of the pieces. And then like a friend of mine, a mentor in the field, once told me that the audience doesn't know your poem.
Yes.
That's one advantage we have, like, as performers. The audience doesn't necessarily know your poem. But the sequencing and all that, you could even make an error. No one knows.
They will know.
Yeah.
You're the only one that can say, oh, this was an error.
Yes, and then in there you start and then the facade is off.
Exactly.
And then, so for me, it was, at the hall, because my friends were part of the whole preparation process.
Yeah.
Nemo, Eva, so many others I can't name now. They knew these things, and then it was after the slam, like, but that line was good. So I think I play with my lines. I tweak things, I add things depending on the audience. Things I would maybe downsize, things I would overplay, but never subject matter. The poems are already decided before we come to stage.
Okay. All right. That's amazing. I love to hear that. Okay, so there's something you said, the audience doesn't know your lines. Except, of course, people that, you practiced it with, right? Now, when I was looking at your profile, and by the way, you're the first poet I am interviewing, so yeah.
I think I'm used to first, so.
Oh, nice! Yeah. Okay, so when one of the questions that came to my head is something in that line of what you said, talking about performing poetry, right? If you perform a song over and over and over again, the audience, they know it, they get used to it, they sing along, they do all of that. But it's not exactly the same for poetry. When you perform the same thing over and over and over and over again, it starts to feel like, rehearsed, like, I already know what he's going to say. So, and you mentioned going to rewrite, but this is for the slam, right? Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to perform a particular poetry that is very close to your heart, and it is something that you notice a majority of the people already know? Has it ever happened to you? Let's start with that.
It's been a very, very, very strong dilemma for me.
Okay.
I don't know whether this is industry secret, but when we came here and then you were like, oh, I want you to do something for my audience, and I started going through my head, what if I do something that everybody has heard before? What do it? So I had a mini conversation with myself, and then I've had a conversation about this with a friend in the industry. And it's like, I'm a very big Burna Boy fan, and I'm not an outsider. I enjoyed his music. It got me during out of dark times. These days I'm more Asake, and when Burna Boy performs now, I think he'll bring up jams from the The Outside album, yes, was it called the Outside?
Was
album?
it the Outside album? I think so.
African Giants. Okay, let's
From African Giants.
African Giants. Songs that resonated with his core fan base. Now, when he eventually blew up as a global artist, let's say with the Grammy nominations, the eventual Grammy win, and then the global hit of Last Last, they are still. He would go to stages and would do something of, let's say, 2019. A song that comes to mind is Dangote.
Yes.
Or anybody.
Yes.
So there's a lot of lenience, not lenience per se, but it's your work. It's your work, and they say no book. I don't know whether it's Seneca, but a great philosopher once said that no man ever encounters the same stream twice. For he's not the same man, and it's not the same stream. Yeah. So for art, I don't believe art has an expiry date.
Okay.
So be it performance, be it musical, be it even paintings, you could look at something from a different, just a change of perspective.
Yes.
A fall of light.
Yes.
Changes your view of what's
a lot of times that happens.
So we poets do not give ourselves sometimes grace. I do it personally for I have a performance on Saturday at the same venue where we met actually.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, wait, do I want to write something new just because I want to please someone in the crowd, or thinking I want to? Yes, poetry engages with topical themes, the present happenings, but I will not allow myself feel the pressure of having to be, how do I put it, adaptable to moods and feelings. Like
at every time,
these issues, especially the piece I hope to perform later on during the show, these issues are constant. The poems that depict them, that portray them, are, and then they would always, in fact, if you make work that isn't relevant several years after you've made it, then what you have is candy. It's not. It's not substance.
Yes. What inspires you generally? You've told us about the love part. You've not mentioned about Baaji, but you told us about the love part. So, what inspires you, and what is your creative process like?
So, creatives, like literature, there's a definition of poetry that stuck with me through school, where they say literature or art is a mirror of society. Whenever I am not introspecting, which is like looking deep within me, perhaps writing something very personal to me, I look outwards. And when I look outwards, I intend to show. Now, my art is never divorced from reality. I believe in the school of thought that African writers, as of yet, or Nigerian writers, don't have that freedom of esoteric acts. Like those arts that's disconnected from our reality. In Nigeria, you have issues that you have to talk about. I know you're not mandated to, but like, how can you
something that is affecting you?
How can you be silent in the midst of everything? So it's like you have a moral right to write about these things. And then I often look outwards for my country. I say, okay, I don't like where we are as a society, and I believe if my work can change that. In fact, my work can't change that. It's not even a probability. I want to believe that there is a generation of Nigeria that is better than what this is. But before we get there, I want us to see the folly of where we are now. And every time I write, I'm either writing, yes, from a personal point of view, or as a collective, never, sometimes both together. Because I had an anthology in the works, Love Alone in the Fallen Land. So it missed the idea of like loving in a country that is literally going to shit. Yeah, so it was very interesting to write.
We would love that. Maybe we can talk about that
some other time.
Yes, no, not even just some other time. Once we wrap up, you show me where I can get it.
Okay.
That's all I need. Alright, so unfortunately our time is fast spent. But I'm not going to let you go until you do, the poem for us. Just quickly.
Okay, so this was written in response to police brutality. And it's a very personal work to me because I've had friends who have gone through these experiences. I think I remember performing this poem at a poetry event. pushing pee, and then somebody from the audience just came to hug me. And then later on he told me, "Oh, I transport cars, so every day I deal with police officers. Like, oh, you're not supposed to drive this car, like things like that." So the title of the piece is My Friend.
Okay.
Okay. The good book says, "Show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. But if you see my friend is a black clad, blue clad, thief and not on card. See, my friend is the greatest thief there is. If I see him for street, I salute, Sean, sir. Then turn to his superiors and ask, why did this criminal get a gun, sir? No one answers. So my friends have to answer for crimes they don't commit instead. See, my friend is a hypocrite. My friend knows that a friend of your friend is your friend. But when my friend sees my friend tells my friend, stop there. Drop something or you go drop here, drop dead. And I beg, if my friend stops you like that, I beg give him that 2H, because that man is 2H. And a hungry man is an angry man under my friend, shoots away the sadness. And the newspaper headlines keep reading, trigger happy policeman. See, I don't blame my friend, Sha. My friend's the depressed, Sha, feeling the pressure like all of us are. My friend is vexed, my friend's depressed. So many reasons why, but the major one be say daily salary the less. So if my friend sees my friend living barely above the minimum wage in the minimum way, my friend they press him for the neck like the laptop waiting saying they press. But not all my friends they do G's, some are real G's, but my friend doesn't care. He's at the checkpoints and the checkpoints like it's a financial Premier League table. And if my friend will drop something, my friend they come on something for me, Arsenal and bang gunshots. And my friend is a gunner. Now the streets are still red like the Emirates in its full glory. But no one cares because this is not a news story. So yes, my friend is a black clad, blood clad, a thief, and a drunkard. I'm none of these things, and yet you say the police is my friend. My friend.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Just like you said, hearing it again gives it a whole different meaning for me. Thank you so much for coming in the studio. I still want this conversation to continue, but unfortunately our time.
Do we have the pin drop now?
Okay.
I'd love to say one more thing briefly.
Okay.
So my friends and I are hosting a poetry production later on in the month.
Okay.
If you need more details and you want to see poetry performed beyond the regular poetry that you know, please look up That Ogamonde on Instagram, like that THAT, That Ogamonde. That's our production.
All right. No problem.
Thank you for the publicity, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. I can't wait to have you here again with that trophy.
Amen.
I'm counting on it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for staying with us on this episode of Showtime. Unfortunately, that's all we can take. My name is still Chimmeli. Join us again, same time, same station, for another interesting and enlightening episode.